Okay, we're recording now. That's great. I missed two. You know, man, I've done like 5 sessions where I haven't recorded any of them. And that's,
Whoa. Hello.
Hi, is Carol there?
Who's calling?
My name's Jason Carroll. I was doing a follow-up call to the call you received the other day about getting you that final expense information to your place. And I wanted to confirm I was sending it to the right address. You remember the call you received, Carol, about the final expense information?
No.
Oh, honey, it was just the other day, and you said, yeah, it was okay to send you it. It might have been 2 or 3 days ago, so maybe that's why you didn't remember, but, you know, it's okay. I have the information. You're at, is it sent to 20512 Queen Alexandra Drive? Is that where you're at in Leesburg?
Yes.
Okay, good. My office is in the Villages. While I'm in Leesburg tomorrow, are you available after 11 or 1 p.m.? Are you married, by the way? So if you had a husband, I need to get that information together too.
I don't know who this is.
My name's Jason Carroll. The other day, I don't cold call anybody, I promise you. In fact, I have a recording of you saying yes. That's how I get your information through my company. So you had received a call about final expense life insurance, basically.
No.
Well, maybe your husband did, Carol?
No.
What? How about this? What is the need? Maybe you need life insurance. Well, everybody does, Carol, these days, but you know, maybe you have the incorrect product there that I can drop this information off and you and your husband can weigh it out, and I won't come any further than your doorstep. I'll show you my Florida license. And
no, I'm sorry. I don't.
Well, why don't you do this, Carol? Just in case, ask your husband, because a lot of these times it can be your husband who answered the phone possibly and just said yes to this. We do call, the company did contact somebody. If you want, I can play you the recording and you can hear it. You know, but I mean, it's up to you, hon. I'm just, how about this? Talk it over with your husband and I'll give you a call back on Monday, see what he says. Maybe he answered the phone.
Okay.
All right, thanks. All right, listen, you're going to get some, don't waste too much time. Like I actually wasted too much time on her because it puts you in a position to just like not get to the next person. That's a strange little situation there. You know, it doesn't happen too often, but mark it down like it doesn't remember. And
I got a question.
Yeah.
Got a minute?
Yeah, go ahead.
When she said that she didn't remember the phone call, would it have been better to say, or can we say, my assistant called you the other day, they asked you a security question about the color, your favorite color being blue.
Yeah, right.
Would that help?
With that is the problem.
Remind them?
Problem with that is on my sheet it's cut off. I don't have it. But yes, exactly. You want to, that's the
Gotcha.
reminder, guys, so you know that the reminder is the color that they asked for the favorite color. On my sheet, it doesn't have that. It's cut off. Alyssa didn't print it up, so I couldn't ask that. I was looking for it, but I couldn't ask that. So if I would ask her favorite color, I could have actually guessed it, I guess. But yeah, great point. So yeah, so make sure you ask the question that they asked, which is their favorite color, and then that will be a friendly reminder to doing that. So tomorrow, Christy, I'll see if I can find that in the file, and I'll make sure that we call her back and tell her favorite color. And ask.
I printed it out for you, Jason. If you need it, sweetie, I got it for you.
Okay, well, then you can tell me the next one, who is, you know, Jeannie, if I need it, just let me know what it is. And
Gotcha.
call the next one, and then we'll
Both of them are blue, by the way.
All right, got it. All right, everybody, mute. So we got one set, 3 dials in. One was on her way out the door. Hi, is Janine there? Janine? Hi, Janine. My name's Jason. I'm doing a follow-up call to the call you received the other day about the final expense life insurance information I wanted to get out to you.
We're not interested. We talked about it.
Say, I didn't hear you, buddy.
We're not interested right now.
It's just information. You know, my office is in the Villages. How about I just send it out to you while I'm in the area?
No, that's okay.
Well, first of all, that's okay because I didn't talk to his wife, who's on the list. So with that kind of situation, don't mark that as do not call. Mark that as a call back, because that's still a fresh lead, because the answer was no from him, but she was the one who actually got the call, which could change the whole situation around. So call. So make sure you just like call, you know what I'm saying? Just call the woman only. So that's a good little training tip there for you guys. And then after this, guys, I'm going to go over real quickly some in-home sales training that's going to help you. I don't know if you guys can see that whiteboard behind me, but I'm going to try to use that and make sure you guys can see it. Gian, I can't understand the name, Gian Drummond. And as you guys can see, wasn't that, it was like 1, 2, 3, 4, that was 4 calls in a row where actually I think everybody answered besides maybe one, right?
We are not available now.
And then one actually got the answer machine and answered too. So
we will return your call.
Which was Carol. But don't leave messages. I have tried leaving messages in the past, and all I said was, "Hi, Carol, this is Jason. Can you give me a call back?" And sometimes they do. It's almost like a door knock sticker. If they're older leads, you may want to try that if they're really old leads. You can try just leaving a message and say, "Hey, look, this is Jason. Can you give me a call back?" And sometimes you get lucky and they do call you back. So it's similar to like a door knocking sticker. But that's only if they're old leads. If they're fresh, just hang up, dial it over again. These are so damn hard to see. They're so small. Thank you guys for all being here. I'm hoping this all helps you guys in the long run. I know with all the training I had to go through to make money in this business, I was doing the same thing you guys are sacrificing this time to do. So I'll try to make it as good as possible for you, but I can only go as fast as people answer too. And applaud, who is it, Heather on here, whose child, she's at her 9-year-old's birthday party right now, and she's on this webinar with us. So everybody.
Oh, no, he's not mine. He's not mine.
Oh, well, she's at a birthday party anyway. Hi, is Marlene there? Marlene? Heather, do you have any children? Oh, I know what I wanted to ask, Heather. Did you write that stuff down I told you to write?
I did not write it down because I just know them.
Oh, impressive. We'll see. We're going to test her. All right. Just hang in there, buddy. And then I want all of you to come up with objections for me, whether they be any objections you may run into in the home, on the phone. I wrote a list down so you guys know them.
Hello.
Hi, Marlene.
Yes.
Hi, my name's Jason. Doing a follow-up call to the call you received the other day about the final expense information. Sorry, I need to call on Sunday to get my Monday and Tuesday set up.
Okay, I am out of town until late Tuesday.
Got it. So I'll call you after Tuesday, Marlene. Just remember my name's Jason, Marlene. I'll talk to you then.
Okay, Jason.
Thanks,
Thank
buddy.
you so
Bye.
much.
So another one, great rapport already built. She knows my name. It's going to be wonderful to talk to her again. And as you can see, guys, these are fresh leads. They are working. That's why I always tell you guys, invest in the leads. Do this before you pay your rent, buy your leads. If you know, I really do believe that. I've told Alyssa that many times, and you know, I'd rather go out with a bang than give my last $1,000 to rent and be thrown out on the streets anyway. At least I'd have leads and I'd be thrown out on the streets. But hell, I think I got 90 days before they can toss anybody out anyway. So you'll make the money back by that time. So I'm serious. You got to invest in your leads. You really do. Hi, is Elizabeth there? Ms. White.
Yes.
Ms. White, this is Jason. I'm doing a follow-up call to the call you received the other day pertaining to the final expense information I wanted to get out to you. And you're in Ocala, is that right?
That's right.
Got it. You're at 506 Southwest 2nd Street?
Correct.
All right. Are you married, Liz?
No.
Got it. Does anybody help you make important decisions on this? I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to be in the area tomorrow and Tuesday. Are you available after 1 o'clock either time?
Yes.
Okay. How about we do on Tuesday No, I'm sorry, tomorrow, can we see you at 2 o'clock?
I'll be here.
Okay, and then nobody helps you make important decisions, dear?
Not as I know of.
Okay, my name's Jason. Liz, I'm gonna write this down in my schedule. Can you do the same, please?
Okay.
And what time did we say, Liz?
You say about 1 o'clock.
I wanted, but can I do 1 o'clock, Christy? Okay, 1 o'clock's fine. Yeah, that's good. Thank you for reminding me. Thank you, Liz. I'll see you tomorrow. My name's Jason at 1 p.m., okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, guys, you hear how many times I told her 1 o'clock next day, 1 o'clock next day, had her repeat it back to me? That's what putting people in a position, putting you as the sales individual or the life insurance representative in a position to make sure that people are at the home when you get there. So very important, very important. So that makes 3 for Monday. I already have one set. And I wanted to help you guys in a way too. If we can do a dial session too, where if anybody that buys 20 leads a week, I will give some time away, about 4 hours of time to take each one of you, give you an hour each, and set your appointments for you by training you to do so and getting you inside the house at least. I'll do that one time for each one of you, but I need you to buy.
Hello.
You got to have at least 30 leads. Hey, is Cora there?
Yes, just a minute.
Thank you. Each one of you has to have like 30 to 40 leads for me to do that, to pull that off for you. 20 leads that's a great start weekly, but you know, God's sake, you own a business. You got to invest. Cora, hi, my name's Jason, doing a follow-up call to the call you received the other day about the final expense information. And I just want to confirm I'm sending it to the right address. Is that okay? Oh, okay, dear, go ahead. You got it, Cora?
Hello, what you say?
Hi, Cora. My name's Jason. I'm doing a follow-up call to the call you received the other day about the final expense information. I sorry to call you on a Sunday, but I just got to schedule my Monday and Tuesday this way. So that is final expense. Remember a call that you got the other day pertaining to final expense information? Your favorite color was Cora? Blue?
Yeah.
Okay, you remember now?
Yeah, what was this all about?
This is about final expense life insurance information, just getting you information in your hands so you understand it by the state of Florida. So that we contacted you, you said you wanted it. So I wanted to make sure I get it into your hands while I'm in Ocala tomorrow at 3 p.m. Are you and your husband around at that time?
No, my daughter said that I didn't need more insurance and they were well be there with me, so I had to cancel that.
Well, I'll tell you what, why don't you do this? Why don't you take at least take a number off, which means a premium. Look, a lot of people think they know what they have, Cora, and they're in danger of losing it or not having enough at the time that they need it most. And I know your daughter's looking out for you, but I'm telling you, after 15 years of doing this, you need to watch what you're doing. And all I can tell you is I can get you the information in your hands, put your daughter in front of me, and let her have this information. Plus, I can double what you have. I got many more offers for you than you have in front of you. It's okay. Well, why don't we see her? Can you let her know that they'll be there at 5 o'clock tomorrow?
What's this about now?
This is about the final expense information that you requested it, so I wouldn't cold call you, Cora. So how about 5 o'clock tomorrow? I meet you and your daughter, and we'll go over it together and make sure what you have is exactly what you need. If that's good, then I'll walk away. But if it's not, then you need to take another look at something else. Is your daughter there?
Hello.
Hi, sir. Yeah, what I'm trying to tell Cora is that I'm not trying to push her into a sale or anything. I work through the state of Florida. And a lot of people, the reason for the call is a lot of people think that they know what they have in the insurance business and they don't. So my job is to make sure that they have the right stuff in place. And all this is information, literally. It's nothing more. So I just wanted to make sure she got the right information. God forbid she has the wrong stuff in place,
Well, I tell you what, you wait till my son come home and talk to him.
Okay, what time would that be?
Oh, today he's out of town now, but I don't know when he'll be back. He'll be back tomorrow for sure.
I'll call him tomorrow. You think after 12 o'clock he'd be home?
Call about
10 a.m. What's his name, boss?
But
What is your son's name?
Courtney.
Courtney?
Courtney.
Okay, I'll call Courtney tomorrow at this number.
Yes.
Okay, I'll call him back. Tell him Jason's calling.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. All right, it took a while, but you know it's tough sometimes. That's why you need the multiple lead resources in place so you can keep on plugging away. Give me a few, stay hanging there, guys, so you can hear a couple more because this is important to your future. It really is. I wanted to ask I just wanted to know who else was on the line. I'm going to unmute you. Who's 412-758-2427?
Anthony.
Anthony. I knew who you were. I just wanted to hear your pretty voice. Anthony can teach this, man. He's good. This dude's rocking. He knows what's up. All right, let me don't lose my place, Anthony. Because when I'm down my baby's number, I get a click every time.
You missed number 6 as well.
Say what?
His
Who's
name's
that?
Peter.
You little son of a gun, looking out. No, you know what I did, hon? I think I dialed him, but you didn't hear. I don't think he answered, so I just hung up. Maybe. You might be right, though, too. Anthony, maybe you can help me with objections after this. Some of the objections people run into on the phone and in the home. Heather and Diane and Christy are still trying to break the barriers of being new and trying to get some money out of this whole gig, you know? So if you're open to that, that'd be very helpful for those girls to learn that. Anthony's been doing this for a long time, and he puts numbers up. So who the hell's next here? Peggy. And me and Anthony worked together at some of the same companies together for many years, so I know he knows his shit.
Hello.
Hi, is Peggy there?
Speaking.
Hi, Peggy. My name's Jason. I'm doing a follow-up call to the call you received the other day to get you that final expense information out to you. And I don't know if you're married, Peggy, but I know you had requested it. You're in the Villages. That's where my office is, actually. Are you available? Do you remember that, first of all, Peggy?
Pardon me?
Do you remember that? You remember that? The call about the final expense information?
About what expensive?
The final expense, Peggy.
Oh, okay.
Okay, great. My name's Jason. I'm partner at the company, and I got your packet here put together. I'm going to be in the area tomorrow. Are you guys available either tomorrow or Tuesday?
Wait, now, I have been talking to, are you the one who was here last week?
No, Peggy. Probably somebody else.
Pardon me?
No, Peggy. Somebody else was there. Can you turn the TV down, Peggy, so I can hear you?
Turn TV down, Howard.
Howard's got to turn it down.
Yeah, well, he's got the pusher.
I got you. Well, listen, Peggy, all this is here's what it is. A lot of people think that they understand the life insurance and final arrangements and their investments and all this fun stuff. At the end of the day, I've been doing this for quite some time, Peggy. For now, this is just information that was requested by you in a form where I just deliver it, get you the information. We discuss it with you and Mr. Green. If it looks like what's supposed to be in place, you take advantage of it. If you're already taken care of, then you can kick me out the door. How's that?
Okay.
So tomorrow or Tuesday, I'm available after 3 o'clock, Peggy. Which one of those times works best for you?
Probably Tuesday.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Tuesday would be great. I'm going to write this in my book, Peggy, about 3 o'clock on Tuesday. You're confirmed at 3512 Idlewood Loop, the Villages?
Correct.
Oh, God, Peggy, I'm at the new Villages, the Village of Feeney.
You are the one who was here last week,
What? Jason and Alyssa.
right? You brought your wife?
That's right. So maybe this is different. You have new stuff now. Are you looking for news? Oh, I remember. Yes, we were going over your other thing, your 401k or your retirement plan.
Yeah, it was
Your 403b.
what do you call it? It wasn't a 401k. It wasn't it was sort of retirement.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Why don't I?
Something else. And when you were here, I was confused because I thought at that time you were going to go over our final expense thing.
Yeah, that's what we tried to do, and you said it was. You were kind of confused, and it was very. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll see you at 3 o'clock. Let's go one more time. Let's do this properly. Can we sit at your table where I can do this properly for you? Just give me a chance to really lay this out in front of you. Again, you had that retirement thing put away. I got the final expense information.
It was an annuity that you were suggesting.
That's correct. And that's actually, I told you, I showed you, I'm going to show you the illustration. That's what I was coming back for anyway. I got you. That's what I was coming back for anyway. So I think that I have that down. Let me talk to Alyssa and call you back, Peggy.
Well, I don't think there's any need for you to come back right now because I don't think we're going to do anything right.
And Peggy, I promise you, listen, you on this move, you have to take the information. I'm telling you, the way you have things put together with your retirement plan, when this thing goes down, the investment goes down, you don't have enough time to get it back, Peggy. You need to stop losing money in the market, dear. You really have to put a hold to this thing. You're trying to earn money in the market. You think that it's stable, and you're going to lose one day. And it's going to be horrible for you too. It's going to be actually horrible. Your income's going to drop. And meanwhile, in this sense, I can double your money every 10 years through a product that we have. It's safe. You can pull as much as you want out. There's no difference besides the fact that you don't have a stockbroker taking money off you and the market stealing from them. You really need to take a look, Peggy. So
I think that we had talked about you calling back in a couple of months.
all right, Peggy, that's what I'll do.
Okay?
Yeah. This woman, believe me, she is just out of her in mind. She's on this list every week. I get her name. Literally every week. I'm sorry to waste you guys' time on that, but she is a real strange character there who has a lot of money in it at 403b, which is a retirement plan for teachers. And it is losing money. It's gaining money. It loses more than it gains. So I talked her into finding an annuity product, and she is just so afraid of doing so. So can you mark down Peggy for me and make sure that I contact her about an annuity and talk to her about that with Alyssa. Christy, please. All right, guys, I'm going to do a couple more, and then Christy, where I stop is where you're going to begin. So I'm going to do like 5 more, okay? Christy's going to make some calls for us too, guys, and she's been practicing and she's new. So when she's done, I'd like you guys to understand that she's new at this, but she's putting herself on the line to do this live in front of you guys. This is her first time dialing on her own. So let's see if my training works.
Dialed a 1 or 0.
For God's sakes. So much easier when I have 2 phones going at the same time. We need a dialing system, Anthony. Not only do they call the people, but we really need people to just set the appointments for us. Those avatars, if those damn things could set these appointments, that'd be great. They have to have them, I think. Mr. Telephone Man. Hang in there, guys, because there's something on right now. We're going to call Willie Gillis. And this is number. All right, let's hear this one here. And I'm going to do 2, 3 more here. And then, Christy, I'm going to let you take over for a minute. We'll go one at a time. We'll discuss them, see what you may have done right. And There's no way you can do anything wrong. Just follow the script the way it taught you, and you'll be all right.
Hello?
Hi, is Sharon there?
Who?
Sharon? Miss Wallace?
No.
I'm sorry, Willie. I was looking for Willie.
Yes, he's here. Can I help you?
Thanks. Yeah, is Willie there? Can I speak with him? This is Jason. I was calling about the final expense information he requested. Thanks.
I don't know that he requested it. It might have been me.
Oh, okay. Either one. That's fine. I'll talk to you. Mrs. Gillis, is that right?
No, Grigsby.
Oh, Grigsby. Yeah, my name's Jason. You're in Umatilla.
Correct.
That's my area. So I was going to be in Umatilla on Monday or Tuesday to get you guys this information while I was in the area. This is just to explain to you the final expense information is in life insurance or anything to fill the need at the time. Right. And make sure you guys have an understanding of what it's like and what you need in that era of time.
What company was it under?
I don't know yet, hon. I have them all, so I'm a broker, so I can. My best thing to tell you is this: look, I try to find you the lowest premium for the most, get you as many discounts, get you as many living benefits too. So maybe you can have the money while you're alive too. So I got a lot of options for you.
Yeah. Well, Tuesday will not work because I have 2 doctor's appointments, but.
Got it. How about Monday?
Monday, Wednesday, and Friday I have Dallas.
I'll tell you what, can we do it after all that? So like at 5, 6 o'clock?
Yeah, afternoon will be fine.
How about 5 o'clock tomorrow?
What's tomorrow? Monday. What about Tuesday?
Tuesday at 5 o'clock?
Yeah, that'll be fine.
I'm going to write this down in my book here. Make sure that, and Mr. Willie will be there also. Does he help you make important decisions?
He's 80, but he is, yes, he does a lot of everything.
Okay, got it. Again, your name, I'm sorry, I didn't write it down. It's not on here.
My name is Kimberly Grigsby.
Kimberly.
Yeah, we've been together for about 20 years, but we're not married.
I understand, Kimberly. My name's Jason, and I handle that area. I got you. I've been doing this for over 15 years. I'm quite good at what I do, and I'll find you the right solution for any need that you have. So I will see you. What time and day did we say again, Kimberly?
Tuesday at 5, but it can be Tuesday anytime because I'm home all day Tuesday.
Oh, Tuesday at any time. That would make us available at what time, Christy? We could do her what time? 3 o'clock?
That's fine with me.
I'll see you. I'm going to write this down. If you could do so, please, and let Mr. Gillis know that I'll be there too.
I sure will.
Thank you, Kimberly.
All right.
Bye. Woo-wee! Looks like a $10,000 a week for Jay next week. Y'all can do the same. Get them leads, baby girls and boys. I'm going to keep going, guys. Let's keep rock and rolling, man. I'm going to let her do a couple, and then you're going to hear somebody new do it post-training, and hopefully you guys are getting a lot out of this because this is like, it's like 80% of the game is right here what I'm doing. The rest is just rapport building and knowledge of the carriers themselves. So at the end of the day, we really don't have a hard gig. You know what I mean? What do? We ride around in a car. We go talk to a couple people a day. They pay us thousands of dollars to do so. The only tough part is the upfront investment. But if you guys educate yourselves on products and sales training, you will make money. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts. Anthony and I are living proof of that. Hi, is Albert there?
Speaking.
Hi, Albert. This is Jason. I'm doing a follow-up call to the call you received the other day, boss, about the final expense information. And I wanted to confirm I was getting it to the right address and get that out to you. You're in Citra.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And you're at 1445 Northeast 162nd Street, is that right?
Right.
Are you married, Albert?
No.
Yeah, so you're single, right? Got it.
Yeah.
Are you, does anybody help you make important decisions, Albert?
No, that's my daughter.
Well, the reason I ask is because I'm going to be right down the street in Citra. I wanted to see if I could drop this off on either tomorrow or Tuesday. Actually would work better after 1 o'clock sometime.
Well, you call first, okay?
I'll tell you what, I'm extremely busy. Is there any way me and you could do a tentative agreement? And if you're there, you know, I can try to call, but I'm slammed. I really am. I don't want to.
That's why I wanted you to call in case
because I'm slammed.
Well, then wait for another day.
Yeah, well, how about Tuesdays? That work better?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you to call.
Well, I'm not trying to be a smart ass, but you don't know your schedule yet? Is that why? Just if I called you tomorrow, would you?
I don't know what I'll be doing that day until that day gets here.
Well, why don't we can we make it an important, I mean, do you want it? Is this something you're looking into? Do you already have it? I mean, if we made it an important.
I don't have it, no.
I got you. Why don't we make this pretty important? I'll take 15, 30 minutes out, me and you could get together, even if it's not at your own.
The reason I'm asking you to call and make sure I don't know why you can't call if you're driving down the road.
Well, okay, Albert. I was just asking if we could just set the appointment and then we could agree to be there. I know you're busy too, but I'm just asking to help me, but if that's the way you want it, yeah, I'll do that. I'll call.
I'd rather you call and make sure I am here. Otherwise, it would say Tuesday or whatever.
Yeah, okay, no problem. I'll call you on Tuesday, but I need a time. So what time can we agree on Tuesday? Would you 1 o'clock? Does that work, Christy? Hold on. 1 o'clock's fine.
How about in the morning?
Morning's no good. I have to do it after 1 p.m. Yeah, I have to do it after 1 p.m., Albert.
That's why I'm asking you to call first.
All right, you got it. I'll call you first.
I'll see you.
Yes, sir. Bye-bye. It's like arguing with fucking idiots. I mean, why in the world would you can't set an appointment? Because all right, one more, Christy, then you're going to take over, and I just want to make sure that everybody hears. There's a lot of things that you guys are going to run into that I'm just running into now. I'm hoping you get it. You got to kind of get ballsy with these people sometimes and be fearless. Don't worry about them hanging up on you because they didn't really want it anyway. You got to use the numbers of people that actually want to visit with you or see you at the time of need, and go for the serious people, or you'd be just wasting gas and time as a new rep. At the same time, I could have said yes in the beginning, but I really just wanted a commitment from them is all I'm trying to
You're
get.
not available now.
So I'm down at Johnny, and I'm going to do one more. I'm going to try to get a hold of one more, and then Christy's going to take over. We're almost through these leads. So Christy, could you tell me how many dials I've made and how many sets we have?
Right now, you've got 2 for Monday and 1 for Tuesday, and we've called 15 of them.
Okay, got it. And,
Sorry, it is not.
all right, hold on, guys.
We're sorry. You must first.
I don't understand. 2, 6, 8. This is Johnny Revels. After this, I'll give you Eileen. And just stick to that simple script. If anything comes a ride.
Hello,
Hi, is Johnny there?
this is Shane.
Hey, Johnny, this is Jason doing a follow-up call to that call you received the other day about the final expense information. How you doing?
About what?
About the final expense information. You had received a call the other day. Your favorite color is red?
Yes.
Okay, good, you remember. Your address is 23680 Northeast 152nd Lane Road. Boy, that's a long one there. And you're in Fort McCoy, Florida, is that correct?
Yes.
And are you married, Johnny?
Yes.
Is Mr. Jones and you available tomorrow or Tuesday after 1 o'clock sometime while I'm in the area to get you the information?
No, we're not.
Okay, how about after 6 p.m.?
What's this about?
This is about your life insurance.
I already have life insurance.
Well, why don't you let me show you what, after 15 years, Johnny, a lot of people can tell me that, but what they don't know what it is or who it's with, or, I can usually double the amount that you have. There's a lot more options out there today, Johnny.
Well, I know what I have.
Okay, who's it with, if you don't mind me asking? Because I have them all. I just want to know who. Is it one of the ones on TV, or did you get somebody out there to help you? Johnny, usually that kind of question is too personal, so in that sense, I kind of knew when I was going to ask that she possibly would hang up. That kind of individual, that type of person, you know what I mean? So go ahead, Christy, go ahead and take it over from Johnny on. And, you know, I really thought that was going to be a guy, by the way, with that name, the way it's spelled and everything. You're going to take Eileen Smith and just go for it. There's no mistakes to be made. Everybody knows that. Diane and Heather, I want you to buy leads this week. Next week on Saturday, I'd like you guys to dial live too, if you could, and put you on a spot. I mean, it's only a couple of us on air, so it's not a big deal. So we can teach you how to do this. And then I can get you guys a script like Christy has if you want. And then after this, we're going to go through objections too. Let me grab this real quick. Hello? Hi, is this Robert or Peter? I'm sorry.
No, it's still Schluxer.
Hey, I'm calling about the final expense information you requested. I'm doing a follow-up call to the call you received the other day and wanted to see if I could get that information in your hands. That's all I was calling about.
I don't think I ordered final expense information.
Just tell, I'm sorry I didn't hear your name because it was kind of muffled. I'm going to see your name on my list, and then I can take you either off or just tell you what the call was about. Maybe somebody else answered the phone. I don't know if you're married or not.
What it is, I might have asked for mortgage insurance.
Oh, it's mortgage protection. I have that too. Are you guys, did you buy a new house or refinance?
Refi.
Okay, got it. Yeah, that's what I handle. That's probably what that was about. I'm sorry. Because I do life insurance and mortgage protection, and I'm calling people right now. So are you guys available tomorrow or Tuesday? Like after 1 o'clock?
I'm really busy this month, and I have a broken leg. I got to go to court. I got a bunch of stuff I'm doing, but I just want information for now. Maybe you can just send it to my email.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. That's what this is about. That's what we sent out the first time. To be honest with you, this information is got. Look, here's how it goes. God forbid something happens to you. There's living benefits involved. There are premiums involved. There's cash value at 7 to 12.5% on this money. There's a lot of options. Just, you know, I only choose 4 of the 1,500 I can choose from. But what I'm doing is trying to get you the best premium. And when I'm with you, I'm qualifying you for the most discounts possible. And believe me, after 15 years, you're with the right guy to do so. So again, would next week at any time work for you two? Just to get you the information, me and you review it. I want to become your rep for life, not just, you know, pitch you some information.
I understand, but what I'm saying is, I'm so booked up for the next 60 days. I have a broken leg. I was able to find evidence for the police.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
I got a lot of stuff to do, so I would prefer that you send me all your information and contact information and whatever plan you have by email. I can take a look at it. I'm not even sure I can afford it.
Well, it's not, I promise you, it never takes any food off the table, but it will help your family due to the time of that house being needed to be paid off, or at least saving the equity in it if somebody has to move out. 99% of homes are being ripped off today by the banks, and they have it on you. So it's, you know, I could teach you a lot about this, but here's what I'll do. Give me your telephone number. I don't have it on here. I'll send you over. Can I send you a text message at all?
Yeah, I can give you both my phone number and my email.
All right, go ahead.
My number is 407.
Yep.
793 4527.
And the email?
Is bunk1000@yahoo. Bunk is spelled B as in Bravo, U as in uniform, N as in November, K as in kilo, and then the number 1000. Bunk1000@yahoo. And
then I'm sorry, it was very tough to hear your name. Just give me one more time a shot at that.
First name is Phil, Phil.
Phil, last name?
Schluxer, spelled S as in Sierra, C as in Charlie, H as in Hotel, L as in Lima, O as in Oscar, E as in Echo, T as in Tango, Z as in Zulu, E as in Echo, R as in Romeo.
All right.
Schluxer.
All right, so Phil, my name's Jason. I do handle this area. In fact, the central part of Florida is where my company I am partnered with, and I will get you this information. I don't know what you qualify for until I'm in front of you. I can get you some ideas on what the products look like, but until we're together, I can't really qualify you for numbers at all. I don't know what to do with you. I really don't. I don't even know what the mortgage is.
I understand that, but what I'm wanting to know is basically what range of monthly payment amount am I looking at? Is it like from anywhere from $10 to $50 or what?
Yeah, you could do something like that. And the reason you would do something like that is to protect them from having, because if somebody can't afford to stay in the home, then you want them to get the equity back. I would say it's 10 years from now. But on the flip end is you want to buy them time also to get out of the house to get the equity, or we could find a way to pay the back end of the house. Let's say it's 30 years from now or 25 years. And I don't know, how long is the refi for? 30 years?
What I'm trying to accomplish is just say, for instance, something happens to me, I get hit by a bus. And my income drops down. This is my childhood home. I want to keep it for the rest of my life. I want to make sure it gets paid off. That's basically all I'm trying to do. Then
it's very important that we do this correctly, Phil. I know you're trying to, you're a very busy man and everything, but I'll work till midnight if it takes it to get this information correct for you. I'm going to tell you how many homes I see a week being robbed by the banks. And they're the ones going to get it if you don't take care of this. I'm telling you, this is scary stuff. It's not. It happens a lot. Believe me, they're good at what they do, Phil. So I'm going to get you as much information as I can. We really, really should sit down with whoever the beneficiary is or somebody that helps you make important decisions, and then shoot from there. Okay? So I'll talk to you soon. I'll get you this information.
Suppose I'm only injured and can't work for a time, and I need the mortgage paid, a month at a time until I get well. I mean, what kind of...
I have something like that for you. I have all kinds of different options for you. We have to find the right fit due to, well, it's based on health and age too. But at the end of the day, I don't know if you have life insurance already or if you have investments too, those could be used to do this. I mean, there's a lot of options you don't know maybe. But I don't know, Phil. It's very tough to say, but you do have that option within the product. Okay? There's a lot of options in these products today.
I'm trying to keep it simple for now because I'm coming out of a very long-term disability. I was disabled for 20 years.
Yeah.
My father passed away, and I had to get back out in the world and mortgage his house on short notice.
I'll tell you what, Phil.
The amount was $110,000, but I've got it paid down. I have two mortgages. One with Tecniques, and I have another with Wells Fargo.
Well, how much is left on the mortgage? How much is the refinance for? So I know.
I'm thinking it's about $41,000.
All right, well, if that's it, then you're going to be okay with that like $50 range, I think. It depends on your health and age. But I got to get with you, and I got to ask you the questions. The company wants me in front of you. I mean, just how they do it. So unfortunately, we can meet at a coffee shop. You can come to my office, But right now, I'll get you the information and show you what the product has inside it. And then I'll get you a number based on your health. I'll say your health is good. Are you a smoker or non-smoker? Well, then you got a health. Then me and you get along real well because I'm a gym rat who owned 15 clubs at one time, and I very much know the athleticism in my own self, let alone what you just told me. So it would be neat to get your stories. But I'll tell you what, I have to rock and roll. I got like 15 more calls to make, Phil. I'm going to get you this information, boss, and then I'm going to contact you back. What time can I contact you back this week?
The best time is to wait 60 days on this because I'm so busy. Man, just put a footnote. 60 days.
All right, boss. Keep my number. If you get me before that, God forbid your health changes, Phil, or something happens to you, this is going to, I'm just warning you, okay? It could hurt this situation badly. You can't go to the doctors too much, okay?
Right. Well, I'm not going anywhere. I have really good health.
Great.
I have a broken leg. I was injured. I'm trying to get everything.
Well, I'll tell you what, just for meeting us, I don't know if this counts. We usually give you a $25 gift card, and, that's just for meeting us. So if that helps you make the decision faster, that could be a part of your first month's premium to meet us. So I'll put that in place for 1 week, and if you decide to come on board, we'll do it. I will talk to you soon, and keep in touch and stay healthy, and I'll talk to you and get you this information.
I'm the kind of guy that gets all the details in advance and thinks about it for a few months and then I'll make a decision.
All right, So it's your game, man. Just do it.
Thanks a lot.
All right. Let me go ahead, Christy, because I got to make a few dials here on the other end of this. So start at I don't know who that was, but go ahead with the Eileen thing and start from there.
Okay, I was going to start that, but we've already have one set tomorrow, a final expense at 12:30. It should be in front of you on the clipboard.
Okay, that's fine. Just go around that.
Okay, because we just set Elizabeth White at 1 p.m. And that's going to be in Ocala, so we're not going to be able to make one of them.
No, that's fine. Why?
One, we're going to be in the Villages at 12:30 for a final expense, and then we have a 1 o'clock in Ocala.
Yeah, that's fine. I want to
that you
keep
just
setting
checked.
more appointments. I'd rather have an appointment every hour on the hour than worry about missing people. I'll reschedule them later. Just go ahead and keep scheduling. That's okay. I'll take care of it. I want to fill the voids in now. So just put people wherever we got voids, okay? And we'll fix it later.
Gotcha.
I didn't know that, or I would have spread it out, but it is what it is right now. I'll fix it, though. Go ahead and do your thing. Hello.
Hello,
Hi.
how are you?
Good. Who's this?
Pete?
Pete, my name's Jason. I'm doing a follow-up call to the call you received the other day about the final expense information. I wanted to get that out to you. I just wanted to confirm your address.
Final expense information.
Yeah, do you remember that? Your favorite color was Pete?
No, I don't remember that. You're talking about
Life insurance is what it is, Pete. You know his favorite color? Pete? Blue was your favorite color, you said, Peter.
I don't remember on here. I don't remember talking to you.
You didn't talk to me. You talked to my assistant, Peter. They called you and set it up. I'll tell you what, are you married, Peter?
Yes, I am, but I already have my final everything taken care of.
Oh, that'd be amazing, Peter. After 15 years in the business, I've never seen that one pulled off. I don't want to ask you how you did it, but maybe you have more money than most people, but that's a lot of bread it takes, you know, because inflation is usually what hurts people, Peter, you know. 10 years from now, it's not going to be the same number.
We're set up to be cremated, and it's already all paid for.
I'll tell you what, maybe you need some taxes taken care of. Maybe you want to leave some money behind for some grandkids or children. Maybe your wife can't afford it due to the fact inflation's in place. Maybe she needs to buy her some time. Maybe I can double the amount that you have right now. Do you have life insurance is my question. Or did you pay the funeral?
I got everything taken care of. I don't know if I called you. I know I do things.
Yeah, well, Peter, I'll tell you what. I got information for you. I'll tell you what. I'll keep in touch with you. Maybe you think about it. Ask your wife if she thinks that she needs more because of inflation. Remember, 5-10 years from now, it's not going to be the same. And I'm telling you right now, if I take a look at your situation, I could show you where there's voids. I've been 15 years in the business. I'm telling you, Peter, you need to take a look at what the inflation's doing to people because the wives are getting hurt badly today by us men not doing the right thing in full. You know, our retirement plans are pummeling in the market, and it's just a crime what's happening. It's not your fault, but it's just what's happening, you know. So I'll keep in touch with you. Go talk to your wife. Maybe there's a decision that you can help her make that better her situation. Maybe I can, you know, take a look at the situation or, you know, whatever. But that's all I can do for you now, Peter, okay?
I just apologize if I made some kind of.
No, we called you, Peter. It's okay. It's all right.
I'm very sorry.
No, it's fine, Peter. It's fine. I would only hope that you would let me come see you guys and hopefully help you. Maybe, you know, if I can't find any solutions, I'll walk out the door. But for God's sakes, it's always good to have another set of eyes on this. I mean, you know, remember, I'm the guy here to help. I do a very good job at what I do, Peter. And if you let me take a look, there might be something you don't see that I can tell you about that, God forbid, your wife has to deal with it. You caught it now before you die.
My wife has enough money that she's going to be able to go anywhere from 10 to 15 years.
Now, I don't know about, you know, what that's about, but, you know, if it's in the market, I can tell you that we're going to hit a plummet hole one day and it's going to bounce down. I don't know where your money is unless it's in an indexed annuity or something.
I understand that. Yeah.
Well, why don't we do this? How about if you, like, I'll tell you what I can do. If you said, Jason, I have $100,000, I'd say, Peter, every 10 years I can double that number. That's just how the index products work. We don't take any losses. And if you have a stockbroker, which I used to be, you will take losses in the market, and I'm charging you every day. I'm making money off your money. But I really think you should just take a look at it. You know, I'm not selling anything. I'm coming to tell you something that could provide your family beyond your wife money. What an asshole. Anyway, I know that this guy has money. All right, go ahead, buddy. Let me text these two girls. Go ahead. I'm sorry, the fucking phone keeps dialing. Go ahead, Christy. Now, Anthony, I think Heather was on here and she got off just now. I think it's the Heather we know.
That was Elaine Smith.
All right, just keep moving through. You don't have to mark it down. Just keep boogieing on through. And then we get through this list, boss, we'll be good. We just try to fill in the voids. I can guarantee you if I kept dialing, we would have frickin' 10, 15 appointments by the end of the week. I would really like to do that, actually. So when we're in the car together, we're going to bring a shit with us. I'm going to set the hell out of this week. And we're going to get out of the hole. You're going to get some green. I'm going to get some cash. And Anthony's going to get some cash. Cash money.
You've reached the Morelli residence.
This is weird.
Hi, is John there?
This is John.
Hi, John. My name is Christy. I'm doing a follow-up call to the call that you received the other day about final expense information. Do you remember that?
No, I don't.
Okay, it's regarding final expense insurance. My assistant had called you and asked you a security question about your favorite color being blue for final expense insurance. Do you recall?
Yes, yes.
Okay, great. I'm the agent who handles your area, and I'm going to be in your area tomorrow after 2 p.m. Would it be okay to come in and give you this information?
No, ma'am. I'm busy tomorrow all day.
Okay, what day works good for you during the week?
I want somebody to mail me some information, please.
Okay, unfortunately, I'm too big to be in the mailbox, sweetie. I got to give you the information. I got to bring it to you so we can see what kind of discounts you can get.
No, ma'am. Have a good day.
All right, no big deal. That's the way you do it, though. That was good.
But I did it right.
Fantastic.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. So now I just put on there that I call him back.
Yeah, just call him back, and I'll tell you what, I can call him as like anyone that you run into like that, you could give to me, and I could say, hey, look, I'm the manager here, you know, and I know Christy had contacted you. I'll tell you what, here's the information that you requested. Now, you may want to call him back as a last chance opportunity, and when he says that, just you may want to say, look, it's not going to take any food off the table. His position is he doesn't want to meet anybody. He wants to know what the number is. And tell him the number is, it's $1 a day. That's what the number is. Just say it's $1 a day. Can you afford $1 a day? Okay, so I'll see you tomorrow at 2 p.m. You got to get it written up. You know what I'm saying? So the way you handled it was perfect. I couldn't have done it better myself. It was great. Really good. Anthony, you think I was pretty good for a first call, right? What do you think, Anthony? Pretty good for a call? Don't worry about him. He's somewhere floating in space, I guess. Unless he's listening and he's maybe laying down. Maybe he's watching me. I don't know. Where's he at? Anthony, you there? Check 1, check 2, check.
Yeah, I'm here.
She do pretty good or what, brother?
Yeah, it sounded good. I just, I know whenever I do my calls, I have like a little bit different of a script that I use, but no, it sounded good.
Well then, go ahead, keep going, and then maybe if Anthony stays on, we can hear how he does his, and let's go ahead and keep rolling up. Gives me-
Okay.
oh, this is going to be great. I will never have to dial again. You keep this up, girl.
Good. Told you to trust your training.
I know. I got to trust what I'm capable of pulling off too, right? Oh my God, Heather's back. I'm so excited.
Diane, sorry, I had to get a little bit of charge on my phone.
Thank you. So this next part's going to be exciting. We're going to go over some sales training and we're going to do some special.
Hello?
Yes, is Waldo there?
Have the wrong number.
Okay, is
That's
this
last name.
2530888?
Yes, we have this number for a few months, and we get a lot of calls for it.
Oh, okay, thank you so much.
Okay. But when you run into that, make sure you ask the last name. Just say Mr. somebody there, because it may be Mrs. somebody. You may have the wrong name due to those avatars taking the wrong shit down.
Okay.
Hey, Anthony, I got to walk out of the room for a second. Can you listen to her and just watch over her for a minute for me? Please?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Hello?
Is Dolores there?
Yes, this is Lois.
Hi, Dolores. My name is Christy. I'm doing a follow-up call to the call that you received the other day about final expense insurance. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Wonderful. Well, good. I'm the agent that handles your area, and I'm going to be in your area on Monday, tomorrow, around,
I want to talk to this.
I'm sorry?
I'm just carefree, carefree.
No, ma'am.
That's what it is.
Th-
Yeah, I have
this-
some money.
That's all right. That's all right. You had called and spoke with my assistant about some final expense insurance. You had told them the security question of your color, your favorite color being green. Do you remember?
I remember that now.
Okay, good.
What was it about? I can't remember.
Your final expense insurance, sweetie. If something, God forbid, is to happen to you, we don't leave you with a big old bill with your relatives.
I don't think I'm interested in that.
Okay. Do you have it already handled, or I could come in and give you some information on it anyway? That way, you at least are knowledgeable about what you can and what you can do for your loved ones after you're gone.
Well, that's all. I'm not interested in it. It's my phone in here. I'm looking for me.
Okay. She has everything already taken care of for you?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, is there a way that we could come in and just look and see at what you got? That way, maybe we
I
could.
think I won't be here. I'll let her, she took care of everything. I don't know what you really have or whatever, but that's all right. I'm not interested in it.
Okay. Well, are you sure? Because we could, see what maybe we could get together and see exactly what you have, so that it's just information. You're not,
Yeah, I know. But that's all right, then. Let's go and count it out.
Okay.
Okay, then, bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, Anthony, I would just call her back.
Or what was on her mind?
What's that?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can now.
Yeah, can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can try to call her back if you want to, but it's not really going to get anywhere because she said that her daughter handles everything, so I would more door knock that. But ultimately, the one thing I would have done different there is I just would have asked her what was on her mind or concerning her whenever she did ask to receive the information. Because she spoke with them, she confirmed that she spoke with them, that she remembered it. Well, what was on her mind whenever she requested that information compared to now she just said, my daughter handles it and I have everything?
Okay, thank you. I'm writing it down.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Jason, do me a favor. Could you take over for me for a few minutes? I've got somebody knocking on my door. I left off with Kathleen Ward. Unmute yourself so I can hear.
Yeah, I'm good. I got you. I'm good. So that would, yeah, Anthony, that was a good point, but those ones are tough sometimes. But that was about the only thing she could have really said, really, to get something out of that woman, really, is what she said to say. What are you doing, Romeo? You being a good boy? You guys want to see something cool? Look at this guy.
Hello, we are not available now.
Hey, man.
Leave your name and phone number after the beep. We will reach.
Hey, buddy. Are you being a good boy? Good boy? Good boy?
All right, did you call the Kathleen Ward?
Yeah, hold on.
Okay.
I'm going to go now with the Sarah chick.
We're sorry, it is not necessary to dial 1.
God, Florida. I don't understand it sometimes. We only have 4 more to do, guys. So then we're going to do the sales training after this and just go over some techniques and strategies that I use to get people to buy.
Hello?
Hi, is Sarah there?
Speaking.
Hi, Sarah. My name's Jason. I'm doing a follow-up call to the call you received the other day pertaining to that final expense life insurance information. And I wanted to make sure that I was getting it to the right address. Are you at 1261 Jonesville Terrace?
Yes,
And that's Lady Lake, right?
it's the Villages.
Oh, the Villages, got it. And my office is in the Villages. I'm down at the new village where Feeney is, Village of Feeney. Sarah, are you married too, Sarah, by the way?
I'm divorced.
Okay, got it. So are you available tomorrow or Tuesday after 3 p.m.?
Hold on a second, let me look.
Okay, buddy. What times do I have? What can I do?
You can do after 2 o'clock on Monday and anytime after 3 on Tuesday.
And after 3 on Tuesday.
You already have a 3.
I have an eye operation on Tuesday.
Okay. How about we do it before the operation? So let's see you on Monday. God forbid that operation.
Okay.
And that would be better for you if you decide to go with something. So my name's Jason again, and I will see you
After 1.
1 o'clock. So is 2 o'clock good? I'll see you at 2 o'clock on Monday.
Okay.
And that is, again, you are, Sarah, that's 1261 Jonesville Terrace, and that's the Villages is what it's considered, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, dear. I'll put that together for you.
What's to be accomplishing here?
What's that, huh?
Why do you need to see me?
Well, because we're talking about your final expense arrangements, and it's based on health and age, so we have to go over a questionnaire. You can see, I'm just discounts. always based upon is getting you as many discounts as possible for the life insurance information. So at that point, I'm giving you information along with the quotes, and then you can make a decision based upon that. So Monday at 2 p.m. is when I'll actually be right down the street, and I can just drop off the information. That way you can understand it a little bit. A lot of people don't understand this stuff. They see the stuff on TV, Sarah. They purchase it. It's over at age 80.
You used to sell insurance. It's okay.
Oh, you understand. Well, then you'll understand that the 12.5% interest on your cash value then, and things like that I have. So living benefits, a great product. You're not going to believe it when you see it.
Okay.
So it really is unbelievable. I have villagers like at my office saying their stockbrokers are coming in looking at this stuff. It really is amazing. So at 2 o'clock, did anybody help you make important decisions, Sarah, these days? Are you kind of good to do that? Okay, buddy. Again, I'll see you on Monday at 2 p.m.
Okay.
All right, see ya. Bye. So did you see that she was almost trying to get away? She was literally trying to get away from this. And I lured her back in, and I lured her back in with percentages. I know she's a villager, which means they possibly could have money living where she lives. So I knew to tack on the 12%, the living benefits, using the fact that she understands. I said, so you'll understand having 12.5% on your cash value. And that kind of lured her back in. But go ahead back. Let's go ahead with you, Christy, and go ahead and do some dialing and get the last 1, 2, 3, 4 done.
Okay, well, we need to figure out what you're going to do first between the times that you have already set. Alyssa had one set at 12:30. We got one in Ocala at 1 o'clock, and now the village is 2 o'clock.
I don't need to do that. You need to do that. So figure it out, dial, and figure it out, because you're going to run into this. So you
right, that's what I was asking you. Do I do that? Yes?
Yes. You're going to fill in the voids now. Just like it's your situation, okay? I'm free. I can work whenever I want, you know what I mean? So just fill in the voids when you think we should be, whenever we need it, actually. So if it's, there's a void at 4 o'clock, or go all the way to 9 p.m. If somebody says that they can't see you, give them the opportunity to tell them you'll meet them at midnight. Just make sure all you're doing is setting appointments. If we can't get to them, it's no big deal. We'll reset them. I'd rather have 8 appointments in 2 days than have none or 3. You know what I'm saying? You can stack them on top of each other. It's okay. Because, also somebody could cancel, or we go to a door, as you know, and they could not be there. So right after that, we can just go on to the next. All I'm worried about is our money. I am worried about helping people, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, this is how you make the biggest bang for your buck. What I'm saying is I want you to figure that part out, as Christy is just fill in the voids and get us appointments wherever we need them now, wherever their openings are. So go ahead and call John, Mavis, Mary, and Ronald. That's Sarah. I'm sure you're writing this down, Christy, at the same time, right?
Yep. Yes, is John there?
This is John.
Hi, John, this is Christy. I'm doing a follow-up call to the call that you received the other day about final expense insurance information. Do you remember that?
About what?
Final expense insurance? My assistant had called you the other day and asked if you were interested and asked you a security question about your favorite color being blue. Do you recall?
I was talking about some kind of car insurance.
No, it's for final expense insurance. Do you have anything like that?
Not interested right now. Thank you.
He hung up. He didn't even give me time to say anything. Unmute yourself.
I'm sorry. So what I'm saying to you is slow down in the beginning, because he asked you, what is it about? Just slow down. That was the fastest I've ever heard you say it. So just slow it down a little bit so they understand you. And say it's, in the beginning, I don't want you to say the word life insurance. Get used to just saying final expense. And I'm going to keep life insurance sounds like there's money involved. And people are a little nervous about that over the phone right now. But good job anyway. I mean, I do that too, where I speed through them and then, you know, they don't hear me. And
Hi, is Mavis there?
This is Mavis.
Hi, Miss Mavis. My name is Christy Hogue. How are you today?
I'm doing good.
Good. I'm calling you in regards to a follow-up call that you received the other day about final expense information. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm the agent that handles your area, and I'm going to be in your area tomorrow around 4 o'clock. I was wanting to know if we could give you that information.
We have a doctor's appointment, and 2 doctor's appointments tomorrow, 1 the next day. So.
Okay. What about Wednesday? Do you have a Wednesday free?
I'll have to when we go tomorrow. No, because they're supposed to put him in the hospital, and I'll have to see.
Okay, well, what about before you go to the doctor's appointment on Monday so that we can maybe give you some options before you get him into the hospital?
No, ma'am. We'll just wait.
We'll wait and call you on Wednesday?
yeah, that's what.
Why do they always hang up on me?
That's the way you want it. I want you to go till you get hung up on. So that's fine. You're doing every objection. Yeah, you're doing every objection you can possibly do. Don't worry about it. You never know what mood they're in when you call them. You know what I mean? Imagine you answering the phone, somebody's trying to hustle you for life insurance, and you might be in a bad mood at that time. But you catch her on Wednesday. And with the hospital say, you always want to use the word information. Make sure it's just information for now. And that you need to just qualify for as many discounts as possible. And that's it. You keep those 2 in mind, and you'll win all the time. Go ahead and move through this. Who was that?
All right, we got 2.
Was her name Mary?
No, that was Mavis.
Oh, sorry.
I'm calling Mary now.
All right, guys, that's about it. Great job, Christy, on that. That was really good stuff there. You really did great.
Thank you.
First time you did it on a webinar, which is good. It's recorded so everybody can see that, you know, new reps can go a long way with a little bit of training. Hey, Anthony, can you do me a favor? Can you say your final expense script? I'm going to unmute you.
Hey, what's going on?
Can you give us your final expense script, please?
Yeah, hold on 1 second.
I'll be right back.
I was outside. Go to my office.
All right.
All right, hello.
Anthony, you there?
Yeah.
All right.
So
Whenever
you
you're
just want me to go through the script with you?
Yeah, if you could tell us your final expense script so we can hear that, that'd be great.
Who am I calling? Am I calling you?
Mm-hmm. Sure. We'll do an easy one. Yeah, just one that.
All right, so ring, ring.
Hello.
Hello, Jason.
Yeah,
Hey, Jason, this is Anthony. How are you doing today?
I'm good, man.
That's good to hear. Jason, I was giving you a follow-up call. My office called you a few days ago about some information on life insurance and final expense, and you left your information with my assistant who called you. You said that you were 55 years old. Is that correct?
Oh, yeah, that's correct.
All right, perfect. And were you looking into information for yourself or for someone else as well?
For myself.
All right, well, I'll be happy to help you with that, Jason. I'm the regional manager in the area, and I actually work with over 12 different companies. So it's my job to do all the searching around and shopping for you and to find the best company that's going to give you the best price and coverage for your situation, Jason. Now, I'm just to steer us in the right direction. I just got to go through some basic health questions with you, okay? Have you ever been diagnosed or treated with cancer?
No.
Have you ever had any heart surgeries, any heart issues, any strokes?
No.
Have you ever been diagnosed with diabetes or any insulin use?
No.
All right, Jason, and do you have any assistance with breathing, any oxygen, COPD, emphysema, asthma?
No, I do not.
All right, perfect, perfect. Pretty healthy there, huh?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm so good.
Perfect, perfect. Now, Jason, do you have life insurance right now?
I do.
Okay. Now, so were you just looking for a better rate, or were you looking to add a little bit more if it was affordable?
I just need a little more, I believe.
Okay, perfect. I'll be happy to help you with that, Jason. That's everything that we do over the phone. The next step is I'll stop out and introduce myself because I will be your personal agent, and we'll simply just go over the different products that are out there and available for you. And if you see something that you feel is beneficial for yourself, Jason, then we'll just see if you're able to qualify. We'll just complete an application. Takes about 10 to 15 minutes, and then we'll go ahead and submit that to the company. Now, the best part, Jason, is there's no money that's involved. It's just we're just going to see what you're able to qualify for, and that's it, okay?
Okay, great.
Now, so, Jason, my company has me in the area over the next few days here. Do you have any doctor's appointments or anything scheduled over the next couple of days?
No, I do not.
Okay, perfect, perfect. So what typically works best for you, Jason? Mornings, afternoons, or early evenings?
Mornings.
Mornings, okay. Well, Jason, let me see here. My Tuesday morning's filling up pretty quick, but Monday I have a 9 o'clock and a 10:30. What works best for you?
The 10:30.
10:30, okay. And now, Jason, do you have a spouse or a significant other?
No, I do not. It's just me.
Okay, sounds good, Jason. So I'm just putting you down on my schedule right now for tomorrow. You said at 10:30, correct?
That's correct.
Okay, perfect. I'll put you in there for 10:30 to 11, just in case I'm running behind from traffic. And I see you put down your address as 123 Sesame Street. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. And Jason, is there anything outside that's going to help me know I'm at the right house?
I have. It's just a big red brick built house. You can't miss it. It's on the corner there.
Okay, perfect, perfect. So I got you down for tomorrow between 10:30 and 11, Jason. I just need you to do me a favor and grab a pen and paper. I have an important confirmation number for you.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. So my first name is Anthony.
Yes.
Our appointment is tomorrow between 10:30 and 11.
Got it.
And your confirmation number is 675142.
All right.
And real quick, Jason, you said that you did have insurance already, right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So if you could just have that policy out or any paperwork that you have, so that way we can do a review, and that'll be the best. But other than that, I look forward to meeting you tomorrow in between 10:30 and 11.
All right. Thank you very much, Anthony.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
Okay, so everybody heard that. Anthony's is a little more in detail where he got the information so he can understand what to write up, and he knows exactly what he can pull. He got some more details than we do. I was a little more enforced by the subject of putting more in front of us. It's not that his is bad and ours is bad. They're both great. Anthony's might be a little more structured to get more information, and that's fantastic too. You can do that and add that in. When you become better at this, you'll be able to do it like Anthony did and have those questions available to your own self and be able to ask that so you understand what you're getting in front of the people before you even get to the home, which is very, very good. So, you know, in a sense where you know what product you're going to be using right before you get to the house. It helps a lot by doing those questions, to be honest with you. So I put down some things on paper, guys, I want to review with you, and then we can get off this thing. Some of the objections that I believe that I get a lot are, what is this about? So what is this about? This is about final expense information that you requested yesterday on the phone, Mrs. Jones. I'm just here to get you the information, so I'll see you tomorrow at 2 p.m. I already have it. You know what? That's great. Fantastic. I'm going to tell you what. How about out when I get there, and we'll go over it and review it. I'm going to get you this final expense information that you requested yesterday, so we can check them out. Maybe there's a possibility I can get you more for less, or you can have the same premium and get 2 times the amount. Sometimes I'm able to do that. I have a lot of options for you. So we'll see you tomorrow at 2 p.m. So what I'm doing is every objection that I get, I'm going right back into the appointment setting portion of it and just flowing. Tomorrow doesn't work. Okay, I'll tell you what. If tomorrow doesn't work, then I have availability on Tuesday and Wednesday. Which one of those days works best for you? How much will it cost? I'll tell you what, I really don't know that. We have to ask you a couple health questions and get qualified for as many discounts as possible, Mrs. Jones. So if it'd be okay, I'll see you tomorrow at 2 p.m. We'll get you all the discounts possible. We'll get you the lowest cost for the most. How long will it take? This will take about 15 to 30 minutes of your time. No big deal. Promise you I'll get in as quickly as possible. The only reason I'll be there any later is if you ask me to stay. So I'll see you tomorrow at 2 p.m. How'd you get my name? You had gotten a call yesterday. It was a call that you had received, that you had requested, that they were asking you if you would like some more information about final expense life insurance. And I'm the guy that follows up with that call. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to get you the information. I'll confirm your address is boom, boom, boom. And I'm going to see you and Mr. Jones tomorrow at 2 p.m. Can you mail it? Mail me the information. Like Christy said, a little joke. I'm sorry, I don't fit in the mailbox. I am the information, laugh out loud. And I'll tell you what, I'll see you tomorrow with the information. We'll go over as many discounts as possible. Not going to take any food off the table, I promise you. I'll see you tomorrow at 2 p.m. I work during the day. That's fine. I work until 9 p.m., no problem. I can see you after work hours. Will 6 p.m. work? Okay, I'll see you tomorrow at 6 p.m. No, I am not married. I am single. Okay, is there anybody that helps you make important decisions? If there is, we need them to be there too. I'll see you tomorrow at 2 p.m. Someone else already came. You know what? That's fine. I'll tell you what you want to do. You're going to want to take care of this in a way where you look at all your options. A lot of people are out there selling policies just for commissional-based reasons. I'm a guy that's been doing this longer than most. I'm going to come out there to help your family. I'm going to save you more money, and I'm going to get you more. So I'll see you tomorrow at 2 p.m. I can't afford it. I promise you, Mrs. Jones, this isn't going to take any food off the table. This is going to be something that your family's going to need at the time that you had passed away, and it's going to be very affordable. No question asked. If you can afford 50 cents a day, that's about what it costs, or 50 cents to $1 a day. I'll see you tomorrow at 2 p.m. What is this about? You get that a lot because the older people. This is about final expense life insurance. I'm going to get you the information tomorrow p.m. Again, over and over again, I just go right into the appointment. So those objections are major. Those are the ones that come up the most. In home, real quick, I'm going to go through this. At the house, when I pull up to the driveway, I am prepared. I'm not fumbling around in the car. I'm getting out of the vehicle with my stuff prepared, and I'm literally waving at the house as Christy has seen me do. I'm waving at the house like a fool because 9 times out of 10, they do see you walking up. When I ring the doorbell, hey, hi, Mrs. Jones. I'm Jason. I'm here to go over that final expense information. I want to find the table. Don't let anybody try to sit you. If you get into the living room, you're going to have trouble. I've rarely sold in a living room. It's very tough to get the same composure out of people when you're in the living room. You really want to sit at the dining room table or any kind of format of a table where everybody's seated around. Seating, sometimes people believe males should not have the wife next to them. I like either way. It doesn't matter to me. I'm good with everybody. So you can seat the people the way you want. You might want to ask who's the captain chair if the owner of the house sits at the head of the table. Report to the point of trust. You're building rapport in the beginning. That's the part where you're looking around the house. You're asking questions about the pictures that you see in the home, the dog, the family. Getting to know the need is part of that rapport building. So when you're going through rapport, you want to build rapport in a way where you're getting answers out of them that put you in a position to make a sale. You're finding the need during rapport, but at the same time, you're building trust. You want to explain why you're there. Hi, Mrs. Jones. I'm here to go over this final expense information. You have your pen and paper out. You're going over, and you're finding information for the need. And you want to find that need. You want to find the options that they have to buy, which are 3 options 9 times out of 10 for final expense life insurance, which could be something like $15 for $10,000, $27 for $15,000, $32 for $20,000. 9 times out of 10, they're going to pick the middle one. So you could have another set of options that are higher. So you have that option to build more premium. If you guys are any good at adding riders on, you can put a few bucks in there adding riders onto these things too. So learn your riders. You want to ask the health questions. That's the qualification part. When you're asking the health questions, you're finding that need, and you're finding also what they qualify for. So while I'm asking health questions, I'm also kind of filling in the voids where I'm finding out what the hell they may need and why they want to do it. So I'm pulling out the triggers of love. I'm hitting points where love is involved, so the significant other needs covered. God forbid that you pass away. There's not enough on you to take care of Mrs. Jones at the time due to inflation. You guys got to remember the word inflation. Use that word. It's a powerful word inside a home, and it will sell you more life insurance products. Ask what they have. Get the life insurance on the table. If you didn't do it like Anthony, while you're in the house, make sure you ask. If you can ask over the phone, that'd be great. If you know that the rapport is built to the point of, you got to know what kind of person you're talking to on the phone to ask these certain questions. Sometimes you just want to get the appointment. In the beginning, I just advise you to get the appointment and get in front of people. Lock the appointment in tight, and then while you're in the house, you can ask about the life insurance. When you become better at this, like Anthony did, you can be in a position to ask them to have the life insurance out on the table, so when you get there, you know what they already have, and then you can turn those products or that product into something else, getting them the cash value, taking them out of the policy, or putting them into a new one and just adding more face amount to another policy. Retirement funds, 401ks, 403bs, any stock-based products, funds, things like that. Investments, savings in the bank. Some people have $50,000-$60,000 in the bank. It's earning 0% interest when you can take a portion of that and make sure you can tell them that you can double it. In the Athene product for the indexed annuity, every 10 years in the non-guaranteed section does double their money. It doesn't matter what it is. It does double their money. So you can sell indexed annuities. Find out what the Social Security income is between the two. Sometimes in the house, I'll write down on a sheet of paper, do you have above or below $5,000? Give me a second. So I'll say, here's $5,000. I'll say you have above or below $5,000 a month coming in as income between you two. That way I'm not asking them direct. So how much Social Security comes in on you? How much comes in on you? When they answer this question to say, I have 5,000, I have below 5,000, then I can ask, so Mrs. Jones, you have about 2,500 coming in? And Mr. Jones, you have about 2,500 coming in? And then I know what the Social Security is based upon. because the significant other is going to get the higher of the two Social Securities. So if they're married. That's important to know, guys, because the fact is when you ask that question, you know what Mrs. Jones or Mr. Jones left with. If one of them has $1,600 and one of them has $1,300, they're going to receive $1,600 a month in income through Social Security if they're married. However, Social Security takes 6 months to 12 months to transfer that money. So during that time, they're going to be left with that number. Can they survive on that number alone when they're used to having both these numbers as one? That strategy alone sells me a lot of life insurance. Asking about the Social Security and the incomes. When you get to a point, here's what I'm here to do to help. Do you have any life insurance now? You can ask them who's it with and how much do they pay for it? How much is the face amount? Is it term or whole life? How much is the premium? Do you have the policy handy so we can review it? Sometimes they don't know. They don't even know the company's name. And I guarantee you when you start asking these questions, you're going to find out that they don't even know the company's name 9 times out of 10. They don't even know who they're with. If they are with Colonial Penn, AARP, MetLife, things like New York Life, you know there could be in a dangerous place where every 5 years it goes up. It's a term-based product, and it ends at age 80. Vets believe that everything's paid for. You have to understand that is not true. Find out what the veteran solutions are to death. If you ever drive past the veterans office, my advice is to stop in and find out what they do for vets. Because they believe that everything's taken care of. They get a tombstone. They don't pay for the hole getting dug. They don't pay for services. They give them a flag and a tombstone. That's it. Explain inflation at 4% a year. If you can draw this line on on a situation like this. This is my line. Here's 4%. 4%. At 10 years, that's 40% higher than what we are at today. So if you're 40% higher than what we are today, that's called inflation. That's a big number. Here's a tax line. Taxes are going up. Here's their level line. See this triangle here? This is a level line. That's their income. It doesn't go up. If anything, in the stock market, it's probably going to go down. And that's where you advise on annuities, indexed annuities. When you're selling an indexed annuity, the only thing you want to tell them is, God forbid anything happens, why would you want to lose any more money when you can stop losing money completely? Right now, you can stop losing money. Just protect the $100,000 that you have. Worst case scenario, you earn 8%. That's not too bad. So what? You stop earning 33% and you stop losing 33%, Mrs. Jones. So that's very powerful to add an extra $100,000 a year onto your plate when it's just laying there anyway. All you have to do is ask. Explain the funerals are $10,000 to $15,000 now, and that's true. They really are that much money. Tomorrow, 10, 20 years from now, they will be $20,000, guys. And if you understand that or get that out of a funeral parlor, have them write it up for you. Bring in a fake policy. Have them do one on you. Show these people what they have. If you run into a client that has ever paid for a funeral, take a snapshot of it and show other clients that. It's very powerful stuff. I've made copies of people's funeral costs before. Explain cash value and loans so they understand that their money's earning a percentage while it's in this thing. It's just a savings account that just happens to pay $20,000 out, Mrs. Jones. So you're able to take loans out. However, you don't want to deplete the policy, so don't take too much money out. If you do, replace it or call me and I'll advise you on what to do. Explain living benefits. All your products, if you can use the LSW products, guys, that's a great product with living benefits. If you can find any of your products with living benefits, explain them. Explain extra benefits with inside it. If it comes with accidental death and dismemberment, explain it. Make sure they understand that. 9 times out of 10, they do. Explain living benefits. Explain children's futures. I sell policies based on the future of children. They're called $1 Million Baby, and these suckers will grow to make children millionaires one day if they fund it correctly, along with them having a retirement put aside. So not only is it for the kid to go to college, the kid to have a future, but it's also for their retirement. So God forbid the kid passes away, it's $100,000. I do want to tell you guys that every one of us should have life insurance through one of these products too. You really should be walking the talk and talking the walk. Heather, remember that thing I asked you to do? Can you fire that out to me, babe?
One of the questions I asked them, which I learned from Anthony, is to get them to start talking to you about things that are important. So basically asking open-ended questions such as, don't ask them, have you lived in the area long? Because that's a yes or no question. You more or less word it as, how long have you been in the area? And then they go into that, and, as they explain that, you can ask them, does your family live close by? Yeah, that's a yes or no question, but by then they're already opening up to you, so they should just continue from there.
Wow, Heather, you know what? You're pretty good at this. I don't understand. There's just the one thing that's happening to you, dear, is your lead flow, because there's no way can't you sell. I mean, every time I ask you a question, you have an answer for it. I would buy from you. You know what I mean?
I would buy from me. No, I'm just kidding.
But I'm telling you, I think you just got to get your lead flow up. Use what you've got. Go beat on the doors. Go beat on, make it a tee. I know Anthony knows this, and possibly you do. If you make a tee, go out there in the freaking field, go to the client's house, go to this door, go to this door, go here and go here and go here, and offer life insurance. Some of the greatest companies on earth have been started by doing this door knocking. When I used to own my own companies, like my gym businesses, my power washing company, my detail shop, I would go door to door and pass out flyers. So don't be afraid to make up flyers, guys. I mean, and pass them out. Leave them at stores. You can even get your shit on pizza boxes. All you have to do is buy pizza from a location a couple times and ask the guy, look, go in and meet him. Pick your pizza up. I've done this many times just for this strategy. I might even hate the pizza, but I will Elmer's glue my freaking shit onto pizza boxes, which I have done recently too. And I've gotten 3 calls out of it. It costs you $25 to get 1,000 up, and I'll show you how I do it. I get a sheet of paper like this, and I cut it into 3. So this will be the life insurance part, and this could explain discounts. So remember the word discounts, life insurance, but this piece of paper is cut into 3, so I get 3 out of 1 piece of paper, and that's why I get so many. That's one strategy, but you can also leave them in hairdressing spots, gyms, anywhere that'll allow you to leave them. You can staple your business card to them, and it's kind of neat to get extra money that way too. So remember, think outside the box. If you start using social media like I have, I've had 3 major companies contact me in the last 2 weeks. Entire agencies that want to talk about mergers, which I have Tyler involved, I have Patrick involved, I have a few other people involved. Because of my posts, I post 3 or 4 times a day letting people know about the opportunity to sell at our company. But what you guys can do is let them know about the opportunity of purchasing life insurance. And when you're out there friend request 5 or 6 people a day, and go through people that are family, friends, and people that you know. Go through their shit and click on older people that might look 65 or above, or even 30 above. Start posting what life insurance can do for them as an investment as a young person, earning 12.5% interest on their money, which LSW does, and it has the opportunity to do so. So, Heather, what else do you have?
Well, once you ask them about their family and stuff like that, like if you can catch basically when you first walk in the door, just kind of check out the house really quick when you walk through and see if there's anything that you can focus on.
Yeah.
Like if you run out of other things to get them to talk about. But a lot of times I find that just going in there, once you get those 2 questions out, they just keep talking.
No, right. You're right. They do.
And you don't really even have to dig for anything else. I mean, some people are pretty closed off and they're pretty short about it. So you just kind of gotta, you can even go into the thing, what was your livelihood kind of thing.
Right. You have to get them to talk sometimes, and then you have to know when to fill the voids in too, because sometimes you might have a quieter person, an individual, and that's where you become the information that they're looking for. So if somebody's untalkative, and don't let people talk too much too, by the way. If you find a talker, you need to hit the brakes on them, because they're control that room, and you will lose that battle every time, because that's a think about it type person. Don't let them talk too much. Christy, do you have anything that you want to learn from anybody on this screen right now? Is there any questions that you may have about anything?
What would Heather say to the client when she's calling to set the appointment if they say they already have insurance? Same as me, or is it something different?
Heather?
When they tell me that they already have insurance, basically what I drop into is, well, that's great. I'm glad that you took that step. A lot of people don't even get that far, basically. But, at the same, sorry, I have a kid running around. One of the benefits that we do offer is we can come out and look over your policy that you do have. Make sure everything's where it's supposed to be and what you think it is, and just maybe compare it with a couple things that we have and see if we might be able to get you a better rate.
Cool, thank you.
You're welcome.
Anthony, anything you can add in?
As far as
objections in the home, yeah, for in-home sales.
Well, what type of objections? I mean, because I'll be honest with you, the way that I do the phone script, when I go in the homes, I really don't run into objections, because I try to proactively beat everything that I can, whether it's over the phone or when I'm building rapport. But, I mean, one of the main things that I'll run into, which I love, is when somebody already has a policy, when somebody already has coverage. I run into that a lot, which is why a lot of my ALP is very high, right? Because I'll be sitting down with somebody that are in their late 70s or something like that, and they have something that's crashing, or they have term and don't know it, or they even got a policy where their health was different 5 years ago compared to what it is now. That's one of the main things, is that a lot of people get coverage and their health isn't that good. Well, people aren't following up and doing their job like they should. Everybody should be following up with their clients every year and do an annual review, because you never know how their health is changing. That person that qualifies for standard might qualify for preferred now.
Right. No, you're right. That's a great point, man. That's really powerful there.
And like another thing that I love, Prosperity, especially where I work out in the country. Well, Prosperity does not count pipe or chewing tobacco as tobacco. They only ask, have you smoked cigarettes in the past 12 months? Well, everybody that I see, they chew tobacco or they smoke a tobacco pipe. And if they already have coverage, well, I'm now able to put them into a non-tobacco rate, which is lowering the rate about 20%. So automatically I'm able to lower it down. So instead of either just dropping it down, I give them one of two options. You can either drop it down and pay this much for the coverage that you have, or if this rate is comfortable for you, then you're able to add this much coverage and keeping it at the same rate that you've already been comfortable with paying for the past 4 years. They always say, oh, well, I would much rather, have more coverage for something I'm already comfortable paying.
All right.
So
how about
that? Right. And it's just running into people that have policies and doing a review.
Something that even I forgot about, which I even tell Alyssa occasionally, I remember, but you get so busy doing the normal things that you forget about the old people, that they actually, 2 years later, that they could come around to qualify for something even better than what they have. So it's good to review that shit and keep notes on your clients too, guys. This filing drawer, all these filing drawers back here, and there's several more. These are stacked with people. I mean, each one's loaded to the bone. I mean, I could make a living just on that. So what Anthony said, hit a point with me that I can just go back through this alone and help more people, basically. I don't want anybody to leave any food on the table, so I'd like everybody to start, I know you guys are new, but even when I was new, I always told myself, and I think Anthony knows this about me, when I was new, even at, TD or whatever the hell Dan called his companies during the time we've been with him, that I would find annuities in homes, and even I couldn't write them. I would bring people in that could write them. So basically, with those indexed annuity products, I mean, it's just leaving food on the table, I feel like, guys, and these people are eventually going to get hurt. I have had clients 2 years later contact me for the sale when I told them 2 years before, and this is like 6 years back, 2 years into it, so it's 4 years ago, that that the market would take a crash in some way, shape, or form. I've had people lose 33% of their wealth due to that and then contact me back. So if you find the need for in the home and you're asking the right questions, you will find extra add-ons to your sales, which are anywhere from the indexed annuities, final expense on other individuals in the home. I've had people that have had the cleaning lady inside the house, and Alyssa's opened her mouth to say, hey, do you have life insurance? And have that individual sit at the table with us and sell life insurance to cleaning ladies. Or hell, I sold one to a plumber that was there once. And there's always ways to make extra money. So don't leave any food on the table is what I'm trying to tell you guys, whether it's an indexed annuity or other people. So referrals, Anthony, do you have a, Heather or anybody here, does anybody have a referral script that they use that's in the home? I like this one. Tell me if anybody likes it. I know that a lot of people want to give the individual like $25 gift cards or something if they sit with people, but how about not only doing that, but tell them that the individual will receive a $25 gift card or a $10 gift card just for visiting with them. So what you're going to do is call them and just say, tell the individual that you're sitting with what you tell the referrals. I say, look, all I do is contact the referral and say, hey, look, Sarah thought enough about you. I'm her life insurance agent. She thought maybe you want to take a look at this final expense information that she purchased or invested in would be a better word. And I thought when I was in the area that I could drop this information off to you. Plus, you get a $10 gift card out of the deal. How's that sound? And 9 times out of 10, the referrals work well. So the question is are you asking for referrals after a complete sale? So Anthony, do you have a referral-based script that you may use, or can you teach anybody that? Anthony, you there? Heather, do you?
Hey, can you hear me? Sorry.
Yeah, I can hear
Sorry,
you now.
I had my phone. I didn't even know. I have a couple different referral scripts that I use. I used to use the gift card all the time, and it works like a charm.
Yeah.
But I rotate in between 4 different counties, so it gets hard for me whenever I'm in one county, and I got to remember to get this gift card over to this person 3 counties over. It makes it tough for me. So what I just been doing is, it's actually something that Patrick showed me, is, hey, are you happy with everything I've done today? Okay, great. Was I able to help you with everything? I'm glad to hear that. Now I'm asking for you to help me. We actually, our whole work, it all basically surrounds collecting referrals, and that's what it's all based off of. That's how we actually stay in business, is off of referrals. So I'm just asking you, 2 people that are close to you, friends or family, that I could sit down with and review everything with them, just like I did with you. Who would those 2 people be?
Great.
And that's about it. I just focus just getting 2 people, because I sit down, I'll sit down with anywhere between 6 to 8 people a week. You collect 2 referrals. That's 12 to 16 referrals a week. Plus, everybody should be getting a minimum of 20 leads. I'm actually bumping my leads up to 40 leads a week, because I got a goal of hitting 7,000 a week from now to the 1st of December, so I don't have to work through December. But so that's really
that's cool.
So that's,
I mean, think about that. He's taking the power that we leave. That's another thing we leave it on the table. Think about your money. And you're spending money on leads, and everybody's whining about leads when you're right in front of somebody. And if you learn the referrals the way he just did that referral, if you don't know how to do referrals, then you need to ask somebody how to do them. You need to practice referrals. I mean, because that is so powerful that he's able to get 20 leads a week, but add another freaking 10 to 20 on for absolutely no cost, and then increases his inheritance by freaking $3,000 to $5,000 a week. So that's pretty powerful stuff, man. I'm pretty fired up about this. How many appointments do we have, Christy, so far?
Right now we have 4 for Monday, and then we have 1 on Tuesday at 3 o'clock.
Okay, so as you see, guys, then we're going to just fill in Tuesday while we're driving around on Monday. So use your time wisely while you're in the vehicle. Any other questions or any other things you guys want to pitch into this little thing here that we're doing here between us? Anything else you guys have to add in here? Anybody?
I don't have anything to add. I just need to ask you about Sharon Bear.
What the hell is that about?
Number 11 on our list.
What about her?
Did you call? You called her, didn't you? Was that while I was out answering my front door?
I don't think I called her. So after we get off of this, why don't you give her a call?
I will.
If you
didn't call the last one either, Ronald. I'm going to call him too.
Anybody on that list that we didn't talk to, then go ahead and dial. You have the old list. Try to fill in Tuesday. I can make it a $10,000 a week if we do it right. You know what I mean? Is Anthony's hit them? Heather, tell me, dear, what's your thing look like? I mean, how's this thing with money looking so far? I mean, are you able to get any more leads, or you still stuck, or what can we do here? Because I mean, this girl's ready to sell. She's got it. I mean, you just need to be in front of people, man.
I couldn't get any this week. I was trying to make as much as I could, and I was actually out yesterday from 5 in the morning until like 1:30 in the morning working, and still came up short for the week. So basically, I'm just going to have to work harder this week so I can get some.
Well, if you can, when you're out, maybe you want to make a door knocking list to just use what you have, get out there and find a way to get in there. I can see if the upline will front you leads, and they're going to ask for 20% in return on the sale. Are you down with that?
I would be completely. I just hate asking anybody to do that.
Well, you got to have a beginning, girl, and it all starts with somebody else helping you in this business. Not one of us, Anthony, me. No, we've all had help when it comes to this subject. You gotta ask, honey, or you're going to be stuck. You got to be very, very avid by asking too, because if you were to come to any one of us and ask us, we are here to help you, and we would find a way to help. You know, and I feel like, I mean, if you were on my team, I mean, I don't even know if you might be underneath. Whose team are you on anyway?
Patrick's my upline now.
Oh. Well, I don't know. Maybe we'll talk to him. I'll see Patrick. Let's talk about this.
Yeah, I had another one, but she left, so I got put under him, which is fine.
And Tyler. Let me see what I can pull off there and see if that's something we can do. I'm actually going to ask that same question for Christy. These guys are making dough, man. Don't worry about their budget. They got crazy money coming in. You know what I mean? They're maybe not Patrick so far. I mean, he's making money, but, you know, the upline of uplines is. So we can ask them, and, you know, worst they can say is no. But that's all I have today, guys. You know, if you can mark it on GroupMe so we can get more people involved, that would be very helpful. I'd like to build this thing and have more people. Actually, their company's actually talking about making this a national thing. I don't care. You know, I think that it's very helpful when we all get together like this and get ready for the week. So I'm very happy, guys, and just find a way to make it happen, everybody. And Anthony, you're a rock star. Keep doing what you're doing. Christy and Heather, I'm going to make some calls, and Christy, I'm going to make some calls to see if I can get you leads also for that 20% mark, and see if they can at least buy 20 to 40 sometimes. So I'll see what I can pull off there. And that's it, guys.
I'll call you when I'm done with my leads, calling the rest of them that we missed, and that way I can find out whether I'm going with you tomorrow or Alyssa is.
Does she know if she's going yet?
She said she's not feeling real good, so I'm talking to her through Facebook right now. So when I get done with my leads, I'll call y'all back. Give me about an hour.
Well, you were a part of this one way or the other, so you're going anyway. So just get ready to go.
Will do.
All right. I'll see you. Bye, Heather.
Bye. Have a good night.
You. Bye.